Today we're playing basketball with an egg, we're using a turtle as a coaster, and also reviewing a very viral spatula, which is apparently either the best in the world or actually even the worst. It must be another kitchen gadget testing video. And as usual, before commenting down below, please consider that some of these gadgets can help people with certain struggles in the kitchen, however, most are novelty today. Have you ever wanted to slam dunk an egg? Yes, this by Yo City is called the Dunk an Egg Yolk Separator. It's a basketball themed egg separator and I am kind of excited. The box is a little damaged. I feel like this could be secondhand. There's your basket, very nice. There's your board thing. Insert the basket. So that goes in there. Crikey, that does it want it go in there? Just about. You generally wouldn't want to slam dunk that. That doesn't, oh yeah, see? That doesn't look very strong at all. Why did I break it? Why does that look like a little like basket for your washing? Anyhow, in that goes. And this is perfect. I was gonna say this could be great for other things if you're like a real big fan of tiddlywinks. So you could like flick the winks or the tiddlies into the basket, but no, this is for eggs. What do you think of this? It looks like some kind of toy. It does, doesn't it? Looks like something you might get in a Kinder Egg, but it's massive to be fair. That is quite imposing for the side of your bowl, which is where it goes now. I'll give it a wash. It is quite sturdy looking, and we just got to try and wedge it onto the bowl there. I mean, the basket will probably fall out, but that doesn't want to go anywhere. Just want to make sure I can get it off actually. Okay, I'll wash it again. So this is where it'll probably fail for me because I like to keep my eggs in the fridge. And the reason I do that is more for filming because when I crack an egg, I find when they're at room temperature, they're more sort of susceptible to the actual yolk sort of separating, and sometimes I generally want it to look nice and whole. And Mrs. B and pretty much the rest of the world will probably say, yes, you should keep them at room temperature. Oh, there we go. And that is where this basket will not work great for me because it's so chilled. The egg white right now is not going through the netting. Yes, but it's a habit I've got into from filming. Normally I crack it to make sure I get a nice round yolk to stop it sort of splitting away, but then after that I'll just let it sit at room temperature. Whereas for this, it might take quite a long time. So I mean, it's caught the egg and you know we can lift it out like this, but as you can see, because my egg whites are refrigerated, it's slowly drooping out. So let's do a room temperature egg. So yes, here we go, just very quickly, look, the patience is needed. We've got a very droopy, snotty bit of egg white there, but let's just get it in there. And that's why I like it, because we've got a nice whole rounded egg yolk. But then maybe this will showcase it because this egg yolk might not catch. I'll go a bit close to it just to give it, okay, all right, brilliant. See, that's way faster. That's actually really fun. I mean, you can lift it to help it a little bit like this. Oh, we're doing like an egg white waterfall. There are so many egg separators available. There are hacks as well. You can do the one with a plastic bottle, for example. But this, if you've got a basketball fan in your life, it could be a fun little gift. I quite like that. Is that the coolest thing you've ever seen?
No.
All right, next up by Joseph Joseph is the CleanForce. May the force be with you when you have a garlic press with a wiper blade. Look at that. Most garlic presses kind of have this sort of shape, but to have that wiper blade to push off the excess garlic's pretty good. I think I might like it on the inside too, because you kind of get it stuck there. It's also got a hidden cleaning tool as well. I didn't see that. And remember, this is not sponsored. None of these ever are. I was thinking the other day, I don't think you guys would be against it if I sort of dropped in like a sponsored one and be like completely honest, this is sponsored. Because it's basically free promotion for all of these companies. However, I can say what I like. And with this one in particular, the reviews kind of point me that route. So we've got the press here, but in there is also, a bit of tape holding that back. This is what they're calling is the cleaning tool. So it's got these raised bumps, which should fit hopefully in the grate for the, oh wow. Oh, that fits perfect. It's almost like it was made for it. It was. So this surface here will push against the garlic. It will come out there and then we should be able to scrape off any excess. Once that's done, we can then push it through with this tool. What I was saying about how it sometimes gets stuck in there, that could be really helpful. However, I do really like that stores in there quite neatly. A lot of people, and I'm getting this impression too, disagree. So before we go into this, 4.6 out of 5 stars. It is popular. Broke after first use. Unfortunately, this product broke after the first time using it. Very poor quality, wouldn't recommend. And those pictures are quite worrying indeed. Now, of course, I could give some other 5 stars to contra that. A lot of people love it, but this 4-star by Raquel is kind of like a nice balance. Personally, I would buy a metal garlic crusher next time. Although this product is built well, I can't help but feel that the plastic is going to snap sometimes when I'm really pressing. So they gave it 4 stars basically because they can't justify the price versus other ones, and that is fair. I do feel like a metal one. I'm worried this is going to shatter. A lot of people saying after the first use, second use, it happens. Let's go. Let's just get one in here. We'll take the tool out. In fact, this actually works 2 different ways, as I'll hopefully show you in a sec. Okay, that's pretty good. Give me sort of Play-Doh vibes. You know the toy where you'd actually like put the Play-Doh in and the hair would come out of it? Did you have one of those, Hugo?
No, I was never really into Play-Doh.
No, that's the dream. And actually, as a middle-aged man, I could do that. Mrs. B might question why I bought it on the joint account, but anyhow, let's wipe. It has scraped it off. That was quite cool. Let's do another one just to be sure to give us some nice play. But, oh my gosh, you can... Oh! It does feel like it might break, you know. I agree with Raquel. Metal would be better, but this is quite fun doing this. But I really do feel like this cleaning tool here is going to massively help. So we've got a little bit here. Let's just brush off the surface where the wiper hasn't done it. We go flush with this, line it up, and push it through. Oh, wow. Look, can you see how clear that is now? Because it's all gone through. But this is the other thing with this tool. It's got this groove on the side where you can get in here and actually lift. Because what tends to happen sometimes is you get like this little film there. This entire sheet of garlic has come out. Okay, and actually to be fair, it's mainly this that's causing it a problem. But I have cleaned that. Like, that's actually looking... I don't think there's a piece of garlic in there at all. Can you see any garlic in that metal bit?
Nope.
It's worked, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That honestly has worked really well. You could just rinse that under the tap. But generally, when I've done before, it is getting these bits of... I don't think it must be a layer of the actual clove itself out. And that's what wedges up against that grate. But from a garlic press, that is great. I do like it, but if it was metal, which would probably cost a lot more, I think it would be absolutely perfect. That is a good one. This next one, which is just behind your ear, is the turtle coaster. Yes, it's a turtle. Yes, it's apparently a coaster. Looks like it's flying a little bit, but is it any good or a complete waste of money? So Dennis, who's titled his review Turtle Squash, which actually does make sense, is 5 stars, fun item, easy assembly. However, there were quite a lot of 1-star ones, including this video from Susan Slade. It's only a couple of seconds long, so we'll loop it. Broken, no retund. I like that, rather than using refund, just saying retund. It makes it sound worse. Arrived broken, and there from the video we can see the turtle's head is off, but for me, it arrived like this, which was why I'm being quite delicate with it. Okay, so if we do this correctly, we've got a very placid turtle there. We just place down a mug. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's so unnecessary. So the weight, I love how it's just like chilling out. Watch his like legs and arms go up as well. Completely ridiculous. But at the same time, as fragile as it is, that is so fun. What do you think of this?
I mean, that's quite cool.
It's all right, isn't it?
That's pretty incredible.
I like it. Oh my gosh, left the keys in the car. Oh, it's recycling day. Look, he's doing reps now. He's doing like turtle press ups. I think that's really good. Right, this next one is called the Blue Bosti, and I think I've got a blue one, or they do come in black as well. So I'm just gonna put this down on a turtle. So this thing is mega viral right now. Some people are saying it's absolutely game-changing for spatula. It's got different alternative angles you can use. Other people think it is the worst spatula they have ever handled in their life. Well, actually, no, let's get the most exciting thing out of the way. Have I got a Blue Bosti, or have I got a black one? Got a black one. That's okay. I've never opened a product and seen so many warning labels that they're everywhere. I got the black one, not the blue one.
Oh, that's a shame. You've already got a black Bosti over there.
Yeah, Boston, meet the Bosti, okay? So what is this? Is it a spatula? No, they're calling it an adaptula, okay? It's the first spatula with 7 adjustable angles. 2 separate blades, heat resistance, 4 times durable than rubber. Let's look at the images. Okay, so it's gone from 7 to 6 adjustable angles on this image. Using a gear lock design, you've got 30-degree deglazing, 180-degree griddles, 150-degree shallow pans, 120-degree deep pans, 90-degree air fryers. I feel like, you know, we've all got a spatula. You kind of just like adapt your arm, don't you? You just get along with it. But it's this sort of gear that's supposed to take, well, the effort out of that. I know this sounds a bit strange, but I was more excited by the turtle. 90-degree setting, for example, can do serving, yes, air fryers, and cutting. So we'll do a little bit of that. Interchangeable blades, so you can do chopping. You've got some dough there, some meat, spreading butter onto bread, even frosting a cake. I feel like it's sort of like you're doing too much. Like, ease off, mate. 180-degree setting for griddles. I don't know if I'd want it that flush because you're quite near the heating element, but we will try that. So you can clear the edges of a pan, a side approach, a straight approach. I mean, I don't know if you need a side and straight. I guess it just means it's ultra fine all the way around, so you can really get under things. Yeah. So reviews wise, 5 stars from Burton. Perfect for pancakes, thin and strong, gets under easily and flips with confidence. We'd all like to flip with confidence, wouldn't we? Now, there is a 1 star from Nathan, which I am not going to read out because it is possibly the longest review I have I've ever seen on a product before. Basically says complete scam. So we've got like another 1 star by Singing Lady, does not work, false advertising, question mark. The plastic heads came with no teeth on the inside of the sleeve, so they spin freely and you cannot use this as a spatula. Another review said how they put a fried egg on there and it wouldn't even hold the weight of it, it just kind of dropped like this. So with all that functionality it should do, let's at least see if we can build it and then try some of it out. Folks, I just found an instructional video on how to do it. The first thing, this like red bit, that's just like a cap that comes with it. So hopefully those other people did take it off. It's kind of like a semicircular gear shape to it maybe. Now this is quite cool because you actually just push it in, but the only thing is it's manual. So you have to determine whatever angle you want and you just push it in like that and it bites it. So that is like the 180 like that. One thing I like about it is like, because I'm left-handed, like you can put it this other side, you've just got to line it up and push it through so the like O-rings bite. And then you've got these sort of grommet plug things that go, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, the other end to kind of stop food and things getting in. So, on guard, I think this is it. The problem is, it's bendy. Maybe some of these people were literally going like that and snapping it. You've got to pull it out manually each time and adjust the angle. I mean, I've never needed a spatula like that. Good day to you. I mean, perhaps it's a good way of presenting a coaster to someone. It's like painting something. But you can do literally every single angle. Let's just see how reliable it is, because there is some give there. All right, test number 1. I have got some dough. Apparently this works as a dough scraper. Let's just let it, it's a little tacky actually. Let it just bite to the work surface for a bit. You all right? How you doing, okay? Nice flat edge on it. Hey, to be fair, it's stuck a little bit, but it is scraping that up. That's, yeah, it can work as a dough scraper. All right, next test, let's bake some cookies. And you'll notice that that pan is not lined. So it's not lined because I'm gonna possibly overbake 1 or 2 of them just so we can test the scraper function, but also thinking about it, we can adjust the right angle to lift the cookies the way we want. While they're in the oven, I've got some beef and pork mince for our last gadget, which will make sense in a bit. That's a very fun one. Here is some garlic that was chopped by our good friend. What was it? The CleanForce. Pepper, salt, some chopped parsley. So if I just mix this together, we can test another little function, but we will be seeing this again. And I'm very excited for it. So actually, folks, this was gonna be a scraper test. However, if we push this in like that, look, okay, it's stuck in there. It can be a chopper. We are like chopping that mince. Great. Okay. Oh, it didn't go past the O-ring very well. You've got to make sure you go on there. And then, of course, you can actually scrape. Oh, that's quite good. Look at that. It's getting right behind it. Scrape the bowl. I was going to do that, well, kind of like our dough. You can scrape too. That's, well, it's pretty sharp. We'll test that again in a minute. But it does feel like it might break at any moment. Ooh. You've just got to make sure that you put it on at the angle that you 100% want. But that's actually, now it's locked on there. Oh, that is quite fun. But look, scrape it around the bowl as well. Okay, it's just basically a bendy food safe thing, but I like this bendy food safe thing, but I'm gonna wash it. All right, cookies are out. I've overdone them a little bit, and just to try and increase the chance of them sticking to the pan, I'm just gonna leave them there. Bread. Yes, because there was an image of brushing butter onto bread. I guess I'll use, oh wow. I mean, it helps that it's spreadable. Using the smaller one for this. Okay, that's, why am I starting to like this? I shouldn't be liking this, Hugo.
What the heck are you doing?
I'm spreading bread with a spreader.
That looks like, I don't know, some kind of like pastry knife.
I mean, it's basically, it is a dough scraper right now, and well, it's a bit of everything, isn't it? I'm falling for the marketing. I'm falling for it. Look at this. Straight on there. Get rid of all my excess butter. Brilliant. Yeah, remember folks, as I start to make this cheese toasty, it's not a spatula, it's an adaptula. But I don't know, I kind of like it. Let's get this into an air fryer. Right, in you go, mate. All right, here we go. So one thing I will say, and I'm gonna put the thinner blade on here, I'm not gonna worry about my grommet thing, is I do like this. You've literally got to think about what angle you want. And for the air fryer lifting option, we can go down, across to the sides, and then up. I know how pathetic that looked, but actually, that's pretty useful. But also when it's at this angle, you can put a bit of force. Oh my gosh, all right, that slid everywhere, but that's a clean cut. Yeah. It definitely is bendy, it's not rigid. Some of those reviews were wrong. We've lifted it up, sliced it, albeit a bit slidey, but that's worked. That's good. Well, what about the cookies? Unfortunately, although I did push the charring, oh, that one isn't moving. I was kind of hoping for some lumps of charred cookie. I'm gonna go maybe, I don't know, 45 degrees. But look, we can use it as a spatula, and actually we can show the side on. There we go. it works. Okay, that wasn't stuck down. I have got a random bit. Nah, I think that's been there for years. But as a spatula there, lifting it up front on and from the side, it works. But how about that 180 for pancakes? Last test. You want a potentially burnt cookie?
Yes, please.
Ooh, okay, you've still got teeth.
Mmm.
Is it all right?
It's a bit dry.
Oh. Yeah, that's like a rock cake. Just about edible. Yes, last test. I'm gonna make a pancake. This is actually a Silvercrest. I was just looking at it going, I'm sure I've used this before in a video. So it's that same brand, Silvercrest. Again, thank you. That did that bargain middle of Lidl Ninja Woodfire equivalent for about 1/3 of the price, which is amazing. All right, Silvercrest, you're probably gonna emit, oh wow, you've got a green button. How cool is that? You're probably gonna emit, oh wow, it's gone red. It's gone a very pale red. Maybe it'll get a stronger red once it's ready and warmed up. So I've washed this, no doubt it's about to emit that factory scent, but then we will pancake 180-degree griddle style. But I bought this because I was generally gonna do a willet crepe with Stuart. We were gonna go and maybe do some interesting fillings for it. And of course that can still happen, but I've just got some batter here. Oh gosh, air bubble, no! Oh gosh, the last one is a bit air bubbly. I was confident with 3, but like this one's gone a bit square. So we put it 180. I've never felt the need to have like a larger tool like this to do that regularly. And obviously we've got a spatula like that to get us out of trouble if needs be. But then again, to be fair, we don't tend to cook on a flat plate at home that much anyway. But actually, to be fair, if I burn this, we can test that scraper mode. Let's have a go. Ooh. How good was that? That was quite impressive. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. Square one. Look how easy that goes on there. Cannot believe. See, now this is why I don't like it. For flipping, it's flipping good. However, oh gosh. Right, excuse hands. There we go. All right, one swift, swoopy thing, but you're not going to get eaten, mate, unless the dog wants it. Have a look at this. Sauce on there. Oh, my word. I'm quite impressed. Okay, that's really, really nice. I did have some other gadgets I was going to review. We're going to finish with one final one, which is going to be really, really fun. But the other ones I was going to do will get pushed to the next gadget video. So if you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. Make sure your notifications are on to be aware of all new videos. Take your pick, really.
Which one went on the floor?
That one. Yeah, can you taste the spatula?
I can indeed.
All right, finally today, I think I've saved the best till last, is this easy kabob. I hopefully pronounced that right. Kabob. Make the perfect kabob in seconds. Easy as 1, 2, 3, and the steps on there have possibly the smallest images in the world, and even this packaging doesn't really help it. It is red, and it's on a red background, but basically, in the box, it's this. But it's more than this. Yeah, because these two things are effectively the same. They're the nozzles for the kabob, and we are gonna go for the wider one. So you can go, but here is where it all happens. You unscrew this. This is basically the chamber where the meat that we made earlier, but here is the pusher, okay? But we unscrew this, and this is quite cool, because with it, wow, thank you. It's actually provided some skewers. Now, in both of the nozzles, there's a tip on the end where this will actually thread through. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna push the meat through there and it'll eventually pass through and the stick should come out the other side purely by us pressing down on this chamber thing, or this thing, where the meat's in there, up it goes, out the chutes it comes, and then onto the stick. I think if this works, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, so just before I show you this, look at this hack that I saw the other day with a Ziploc bag, and possibly our spatula, actually, that would do that really, really well. So effectively, our kebabs should look like that. Now, the only review I could find was by someone called Red Mist that gave it a 4-star. Great functionality, simple to use, and surprisingly effective for such a simple device. And I guess it kind of is. Look at this. So you shove the meat into the bottom like that, and this is where I don't like this video, because it ends quite abruptly. Push it down on there, the nozzle's there, and all of a sudden, as they're threading that skewer on, the meat was already at the end. I'm not sure if we can show that part again, but it kind of, like the nozzle goes on and it starts to push down again. So the meat would be coming through, and then you put the skewer in. Look, you see that? Right at, it's already there, and then it should pass through. It doesn't show what happens after that, but that's how we're gonna find out. I'm excited. If this works, it's gonna be really fun. So here we go then. This canister, this hollow part here, the chamber, and our mixture of pork and beef that we used earlier with our garlic. It's a little bit of Gadget going in here. I'm trying to work out how far to go with it really, because it's pretty much there already. Okay, I think I'll put the nozzle on now anyway, anyway. It's got that kind of like classic locking mechanism there with the wider setting, push it and then twist. So that is, oh yeah, that's snug. And that's the narrow one. There you go. Oh, brilliant. Looks like a budget air horn. We've got our skewers here ready, but not yet. That's what I could see from the video. We kind of push this down, okay, to the point where, oh, I can hear it. Oh my gosh, it's literally, oh look, it's there. And on the video, this is the point where they then threaded through, right? So we've got that gap there. This fits one of these perfectly. Oh, go on. And now we just push down. Oh my gosh, it's going through. I want to use the other hand to steady it. No, where's the kebab skewer gone? Oh no, it's in there. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. It just took the skewer through with it. Okay, well, we can push this back down. None of it's gonna go to waste. Yeah, every bit's gonna get reused. Oh my gosh, I just pushed it into the base of the other thing. Oh gosh, what's going on? Oh, we need to pull that out now and go again. Oh, I don't like that. This, we can get it up to there, get the lid on, skewer through. I'm gonna push it right into the center. Look, see, I have to pinch it off. It keeps going. It feels like I need the world's longest bamboo skewer. I don't hate it because now it's there. It's through, it's inside the skewer. There must be, this is the bit they missed out on the video. Like, I'm gonna push it all the way through and just see if it comes out with it. Ugh. That was better. It just kind of fell off. Right, before I run out of the mix, I'm just gonna double check. You just found a video.
So, there it is.
Yeah.
And then she just...
Look, she's pinching it.
Yeah, she just pinches it, rips it, and then pushes it through.
Yeah, but she's still got stick on the end of that. Oh. Oh, that's Emmy made.
Okay, so you just press the skewer forward.
Press the skewer forward, so you have to use your hands. That's like a baby's toy.
Yeah, so it's not automated. Yeah, you got to do it yourself.
So we are doing it right. I've put some on a baking tray anyway. We are doing it right. Looks like Emmy's got those amazing Instagram style gloves on. I just use my bare hands. All right, and then we have to find, so you've got to support it a little bit. Got to start to pincer it, or whenever you want, I suppose. You just go, okay, I couldn't find this skewer then. It's gone. Okay. Gosh, you have to push quite. Oh gosh, just fires out. Okay, that's possibly my best one. I think it's quite deceptive, like how much it uses up. This is every bit that I've got. Oh, actually, starting to get a collection of completely unnecessary things in this kitchen here. Mrs. B's like, where are the bamboo skewers of the day? I'm like, I don't know. Here we go. Oh, go on. Oh no, the vessel's not on it. Here we go, come on. Out of context, this is really weird. Support it, yes. Come on. Now that's a kebab, sorry. Look, that one there on the back there is absolutely ginormous. Right, I'm gonna cook these up. All right, in they go. All right, so these are out of the oven. Damn, that's good. I don't know if I put that down to the fantastically piped kebab or the exceptionally large amount of garlic in there. But yeah, that's you can make them any size you want. So what do I think? I mean, obviously the coaster and actually to a degree the egg separator were both novelty today, but they are fun and they did work and do their specific job. The garlic slicer had a lot of hate, and of course if it was metal would be better, but for me it worked. It was good, and the theory, the principle of it has potential. It didn't break. The kebab maker, as we've just seen, absolutely fantastic. The only thing I wish is that you had like maybe like a little viewing window where you knew where that stick ended so you could like pincer it, or there was like a device where you could nip it without having to use your hands. But I think in a way that Blue Bosti, like what a random name. Why is it called that? Mine wasn't even blue. I mean, yes, it's a glorified spatula, but what I do like, I mean, not that you have a left and right-handed spatula, but you could adjust it every way. It was good. I'm not going to completely go nuts about it, but there was so much negativity about it that it's completely surprised me. And like I say, instead of having to do this, and if you could actually sort of like lock it in place, perhaps something this end, it would be much, much better in my opinion. But then with this off, it became like a dough scraper and a spreader for our butter as well. So all in all, I think that's my favorite today, but I didn't actually hate any of them. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the rest of the Kitchen Gadget playlist. I'll link it somewhere in the video or the description. Wherever you are watching, hopefully you'll enjoy that too. It goes on for blooming years. Been doing this for years. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.